Hello everybody, my name is Problematic, and today I am happy to introduce you again to another installment of I Wanna Hug That Gator. Now, if you do hear any notifications go on in the background, I do apologize. Yep, there's one now. I am still actually on, I'm actually on the clock right now, and I am trying very difficultly to make sure I can still respond if needed. If anything were to happen where I were to be called in, I do have to go immediately, and I apologize for that. Welcome, Stracha. Hi. Thank you for joining. Hola, Minsk. Thank you as well. We're going to be doing this for a little while, and I'm hoping to open up a little bit more to community play if anyone wants to join in for something later. I'm not sure what yet, but this is just for, this is just for a little me time because I am in love with this story and I have to see it through. And we left off on a pretty intense moment with Ladakin and Civ 6 community game. I didn't even know you could play that. Can you play that with like multiple people? I always thought Civ was just like a single player style game. Oh wow. Well, listen, I still need to add it in my library. I haven't had much time. I've been a little bit busy. I was getting spoiled yesterday after work, which was very, very much like it was nice. It was just a good night. So I haven't looked at too much other stuff right now. But try not being busy instead. I will get on that as soon as, I'll get on not being busy when I'm not on call. The weekends are already the busy time. Sup, Luna? Thanks for tuning in. We're gonna hug this gator again. Let's see where we left off. Because as we left off, Ladakin was he's ready to do something very, we don't know what. Very intimidating in this image before he gets ready to, I believe, destroy Olivia's painting that he seems to know that there's a lot of strife about. So let's continue. Here we go. We cut back, being trapped in the school with Mr. Ladakin and Olivia. Monsoon going outside of the building. Power being cut out, and Ladakin, I believe, ready to destroy the picture. I'm frozen for a second. The thought forces its way through me. I feel like you missed the cut up of like us going to this scene, and I really recommend. Actually, I should make a clip of it from the VOD before that goes away because I need to download that soon, I believe. He would never hurt us. Ladakin? What's the... Oh, damn it. Ladakin? What are you doing? Something is kicked aside. It's Olivia's painting from the art contest a few weeks back. It smacks loudly against the glass casing of the display case. These are the ones, yeah? What? I'm ignored. Ladakin staring right at Olivia. She's also struck with fear, but she nods. Ladakin takes a deep breath and faces the display. What are you going to do with that? Yes, this is the nice teacher, by the way. And I think he very much understands that Olivia is kind of tormented by her work. I think you can guess what comes next. Hey. Ladakin. Wait, this is a bit extreme, isn't it? Oh, this doesn't scream like an image. This is all Stracha needs right here. Animation! Yo, animation! Oh my God. Holy shit. Why? Why did nobody invest more money in this creator? Oh my God. This is art. Whew. Man. I need to go get VODs and clips of all this. There's so much I need to go back through. Olivia. It's gone. Both of them. I wonder if this artist takes submission and would do one of your PNG. If they did artwork of my PNG or helped give me like an official model, holy shit, I might actually have to pay them. And that's a price I might actually pay. This should have been done long ago. Yeah. Dakin, it's crazy. I know. What about the other things in the case? Who fucking cares? Those students graduated ages ago. You know how many still do art? None. If they're collateral so someone else can, fine by me. But Olivia, you got no other big paintings now, do you? She shakes her head. That's a shame. Look what I just did. I can make another. Yes, that's what I need to hear. You make me so proud to hear that. Do you remember in sophomore year when you challenged me to think of something I'd wanted to do and set a goal to do it? Of course. I couldn't think of anything back then. But there has been one thing I've been wanting to do for a while now. And like you said, some company could really help. Olivia grips my hand just a little tighter. Hell yeah. Promise not to laugh? Never. Would you mind asking me again, Dakin? Sure. I believe it was, if you could leave right now and go do anything you wanted, what would you want to do? Anything at all. Yep. I want to go see a fountain. And paint it for you. Fucking brilliant. There's a fountain here? There's a park not too far from here, and you can barely see a fountain in the center of it from the window. You can't see it right now in the storm, but I want to go there. I think I know of it. The one in Stig Equestrian Park? That's wonderful, Olivia. The Dakin stumbles a bit. I rush to give him a shoulder, some shards of glass crunching under my feet. Good thing the power's out. No cameras up or anything. Won't you get in trouble for this? I'm always in trouble for something. And ordinarily, I just take the hit. Especially for something like this. That Mia chick can take the fall, to hell with her. Ooh. Olivia manages another small smile. I'm looking forward to the painting. You better get it to me. I will. And you better help. Of course. Dakin motions for us to wait by the school's entrance. For a while, we sit there. Do you have one, Dakin? Do you have something you want to do? I'm already doing it. No, really. Really, teaching high school is a great job that nobody ever regrets. You should pose that question to Inko there. All this character development, he's barely said a word. Alright, Inko, what about you? What do I want to do, huh? If I could pick anything, I guess... Oh, God. This one feels corny to say, and I want to say it, but this one feels more accurate. Because, you know, when I first arrived at the school, it was all about like, oh yeah, I want to make friends. I want this to be a different experience. Don't lie, you sap. You want true love. Yeah, I do. I mean, yes. I hope Olivia doesn't think less of me. I hope she doesn't think like I don't want her in this regard. Oh god. A more ambitious dream. I can get behind it. It's a bit unimaginative. I fucking knew it. I fucking knew it. Oh, I felt it. I felt it in my bones. In my faceless face. I knew it. I tried to speak from the heart, of course. That's just hater talk. You should probably start looking more into the how and not the what. Like, you would know. I could totally do it. Sure thing, Mr. Successful. Your blog doesn't even have 10 followers. I just got to 12 subscribers on TikTok, so we're moving up in the world. You looked me up? Yeah, got bored. You could at least follow me if you're gonna cyberstalk me. I'll follow you when you make good content. Ah, damn. Also, your interpretation of Godzilla you copied from a video essay sucks, and you should feel bad. Ooh. Ooh. Welcome, Foxander. Oh my god, I love it. I love the little emoji. Oh, that's perfect. I love that. That's great. Oh, it's so good. That is great. I love it. Thank you for tuning in. This is our 4th installment of going through I Wanna Hug That Gator. I copy Lydia's motions with the axe and karate chop Olivia's leg. I didn't feel that, jackass. Oh yeah, makes sense. Well, I guess some banter is a form of motivation as well. Sounds like you have quite the promise to uphold now, Inko. Boo. Even with the disses being thrown around, what stood out most was the wild grin on Olivia's face. Between the staccato of rain and the uproarious laughter, some seemed non-existent. I could feel the muscles in my face ache, brought on by bouts of laughter and grinning, which made the taxi's arrival so disappointing. As we were escorted out to the parking lot, our mirth was replaced with something more. Calm. Comfortable. Oh wait, I almost forgot. I think I know how to do this. I hope I did it right. I don't actually know, but hey, I did do it. Nice, cool.
Sheila gifted a sub. Fudge, I have to do one now. I was just joking. Alright.
Welcome, Foxander.
Let me just check where I am right now. Are you ready? Oh, okay, now that's finish. 2. Never mind.
I'll take it. This is
He's
VR.
right there too. He's watching. Bro.
Looks very much like it.
He's like waiting.
Also,
ready? I guess that's 2. So
also,
like,
those are some big fox bazonga.
1,
Oh my god.
2.
Oh, okay. Well, I can't say I don't respect it. But honestly, I'd prefer mine to look more like a jackrabbit.
Jumping jack too?
No, maybe if there's another sub, but no, not for free, no.
Not for free.
Oh. Are they gonna jump? Holy bazongas. Holy bazonga dunkaroos. Holy Batista Mamarias. Okay, I'm done. But the easy quiet that let my thoughts wander. Back to the things that we said to each other. Yeah, back to game. Back to what our Harrow teacher had said, navigating the world alone. All the time I spent around Olivia and her friends, it never really occurred to me that she'd harbor something like loneliness. I mean, Damien alone is like a wild crowd composed of a single madman. And Liz, she's practically the group's nanny or something. The driver of the yellow van leans into this horn, and I can feel a baleful leer on me, even through the haze of fog and raindrops. Olivia draws her hood up, and I hold my jacket above my head. With a final look to Mr. Ledakin, we thank him. No need for thanks. Seeing my students grow and prosper into adulthood is all the reward this old fossil needs. I wonder what fossils are like for them when dinosaurs didn't go extinct. What, like, was there something before, or like, is it just like them? Is it just them being fossil of themselves? With a wave, he sends us off into the rain to the irate taximan's van that yells at us about his burning gas. While Olivia works to get herself situated in the cab, I turn back. Mr. Ledakin is sagging, meandering back into the building. Oi, hurry up. Right. Maybe it's because she's a gator or a crocodile or something. If she were, I guess she's a gator, but if she were a crocodile, could you imagine Olivia with an Australian accent this whole time? And I've just been reading it in English. Like just plain Midwest English. It's been about a week since the typhoon. The days after were surreal with how things just realigned with the old schedule. Ledakin was serious when he told Olivia to keep off that wrist. He effectively banned her from painting until it got better. Meaning all week I've been doing our work as a group. It was exhausting. She's on the metro with me? But today, I'm pretty excited. For the first time, Olivia's actually joining me on the metro. We're headed for the city. It's going to be a bit of a trip. For the last several nights, Olivia has been using my inbox to store sketching ideas while her wrist heals. On Thursday, she even attempted sending a few left-handed sketches, but gave up after the third or fourth malformed rat. Then Liz sent a game-changing invitation through our group chat. Her uncle has some business in the city, and he told her she can go do something with the time since it's her car. So she's invited the rest of us to join her for lunch at a fancy place. It's got us pretty thrilled. Any absolute animation. I love it. I love it in this game. It's got me pretty thrilled. Olivia understood the order to stay off her hand, but that doesn't make her less manic about wanting to get back into painting. Why do you agree if you don't want to go? Well, a trip to the city won't suck so bad if you're there. Even if I really, really want to start that painting. You're almost done healing. It won't be much longer. I know it. Well, Ledakin said you should at least wait for Monday. Yeah, that too. Besides, I don't want to be around Damien while he's... Ugh. Poor guy looked positively miserable when I picked Olivia up. He was pale and shaking, and the floor between his feet was left bubbling after a particularly powerful sneeze. Has it ever been that bad? It happens like once a year. It's one reason we don't share a room. One moment he's fine, the next he's inebriated. This car is weird. You ride this every day? Yup. This is even my seat. Right next to the folding accessibility seat? What, did you start accounting for me before we even met? Maybe I did. She mouths something and rolls her eyes, but there's a clear smile after she goes back to watching the passing buildings. Compared to a car ride together, this felt a little more intimate. Even if there are more people in close proximity, none of them paid us any mind. Just Olivia and I. Several stations later, the metro grinds to a halt at our stop. Alright, You ready? Yeah. Olivia shoos my hand away when I go to help her out the metro. We step out into the chilled air of the city. I'm already getting goosebumps. That cold front is really making itself known. We should find Liz quickly before Olivia starts shivering. Are you seeing a long, big green neck anywhere? You know what's their favorite drink? Gatorade. What? I don't. I'm not sure I follow. Minsk. I don't. I'm not sure I get the joke you're getting at here. Isn't no. Is this? All right. What am I missing here? What am I missing? Someone explain the joke. All right. I'm sorry if I'm not cultured enough. You don't know what's Gatorade? Yes, I know what Gatorade is. I don't get why you like. What's the KEKW? All right. I don't understand that part. You know that's not what I understood. Oh, that just an emo. Oh. Yeah, you know what? Both of you go fuck yourself. I'm reading here. I got other things to read. No, I don't always understand internet slang. No, yes, I understand what lit is. Yes, I was there when Gucci was the thing. No, I never said something was fierce. Anyways. I'm here now. I'm reading. Not that I know of. Great. That sounds awesome. I get the feeling she doesn't like the city. We looked around through the alleyway into the closest shops. Maybe she's in the bathroom? I'd wait around, but I don't want to make Olivia wait out in the cold. Did we go to the wrong stop? Just text her already. Crap, right. I'm done. What the hey? Where'd you go? A moment later, her head ropes out the door of a nearby coffee shop, followed by the rest of her. Hey, Ingo. Glad you guys could make it. Yeah, I just got confused. Didn't know you'd be in the cafe there. Really? I've been there the whole time. I messaged Damien and I went in to escape the cold and... Oh... She's gonna feel like a third wheel. Where's Damien? Oh man, he got nasty sick right before we left. He couldn't make it. But... Is he fine? He'll be fine, I think. Okay, alright. Well, that just throws a wrench into all my plans now, doesn't it? We can still have fun without him, right? Yeah, I know. It was just, I was hoping between the four of us, it'd be like a double date. These two immediate, like, awkward souls. Huh? Yeah, Damien and me, you and Inko, all together for a fancy lunch. Liz, Olivia and I are in... Oh! I'm sorry, I just assumed... Boy, this is embarrassing. Okay, Grandpa, did you take your meds today? Oh, go fuck yourself, Vince. I'm pretty sure we're around the same age. You might even be older than me. I don't know how old you are. I don't remember. In fact, don't tell me. You're just older than me. The whole day seems like everything's going wrong for me. I'm 25. Go shit a brick. I don't care. Until I just something. Yeah, well, it's fine. It's fine. Yeah, well, we can still have a good time. I'm still having lunch with friends. I'm sure you guys will love it too. Come on. I'm sure, like, these two have to know, like, they seem like a couple. I don't know how much interspecies, like, is a thing here, but I mean, Liz's uncle is a whale, so what the hell anyways. Liz leads us through the streets, pointing out our destination when it comes into view through the towering skyscrapers. The building is more akin to a narrow spike aimed skyward, with a large disc-like room built near the tip. So it's like Seattle Needle or something. And you see that space in the top? It's the restaurant. They built it in a way that the whole thing slowly rotates, so your view changes while you eat. You can see the whole city, the ocean, even the mountains. Whoa. I've gone here with my parents all the time as a kid, and I always daydreamed about bringing friends and important guests there, and, well, you know, business type stuff. This will be my first time on my own. Well, you know. And Olivia's gone. Yeah. You'll see, there's even a... Whoop, hold it. We lost Olivia. I'm glad he noticed sooner. We turn around to check on our errant gator friend, who is a bit farther behind and grimacing. She comes slowly rolling in, fighting to hide the slight winces every time she pushes herself. Oh, sorry. It's fine. You sure you don't want help? I can manage on my own, please. Alright. Do you want to lead the way? Alright. It's that Space Needle looking place, right? She rolls ahead, Liz and I follow behind, continuing our conversation. The restaurant is an impressive spire with the actual seating area 30 floors or so up. After Liz verifies her reservation, we're let into a special elevator with a glass front. If any of y'all have seen the new Final Destination movie, oh my god. I love those kinds of places, but it is also like that movie, the newest one, brings to life one of my biggest like fears of like something like that happening when I've been in places like that. It was the Stratosphere in Vegas. Love it, love visiting, but oh man, it is a little terrifying when you consider just like what the possibilities are. Yes, I know that's the point of the movies, but it's nice getting to see that one visualized. You know, like something that you've imagined for a long time and someone brings it to life. That kind of feeling. After a minute or so of rising above the sea, we stop and the door slide open to reveal the restaurant. It's a circular room with the seating by the windows and an inner ring for bars and the kitchen making up the center. Definitely a carefully crafted place. I wonder if it'd be the kind of place my parents would bring me to. The waitress greets us and leads us to a table by the windows. One of the seats closest to the window is moved so Olivia's wheelchair can fit by the table. She approaches the space and stops. Oh, she's scared of heights, isn't she? She's looking down, out the window. Can we switch seats? Afraid of heights? Shut. Alright. I oblige, shifting the seat over so she sits instead by the aisle. Quite a view, huh? And just install seatbelts and a parachute to the wheelchair. Oh, she's gonna get the Bentley treatment by the end of this. Which, oh yeah, I haven't even gotten that far enough while playing Cyberpunk 77 music. That's really Bentley's wheelchair from Sly 3. Love it. But I have to continue that playthrough another time. Eventually I will. And now that I have the game catcher, I'm excited to. You see why it'd make you squeamish, Olivia. Heights also scare the living daylights out of me. That's something coming from you. What? Are you afraid of heights, Liz? Well, yeah. Isn't everyone? What? That doesn't make any goddamn sense, Liz. Your head hangs 3 stories above your shoulders and heights scare you? That's a very good point. Look, acrophobia is the irrational fear of heights, okay? So, of course it doesn't make sense, but still, that... whatever, heights suck. We agree on that at least. Can you imagine being that tall and you're scared of how fucking tall you are? It makes sense why her head was always down here. I just imagined that was to be polite and for fitting in screen. So, what do you think? It's very nice. Okay. I should just make sure that's not... Okay, not an email. Alright, safe. Sorry. Again, on call. Have to make sure. I can see why you wanted to come here. Liz nods. My family usually comes here once a year. Uncle Ferris has to remember to bring along a letter from the owner saying he's fine to let in, and he won't bring the whole tower down. What the hell is bisque? Olivia's looking into the menus. Right, we're here to eat. Lobster bisque? It's lobster tail in a creamy kind of soup. Then why not call it lobster soup? Bisque is a stupid word. I look down at the menu myself. There's all your standard options between pasta, sandwiches, cuts of meat, some weird novelty things, but I actually like trying those. I'm the same. I like trying the novelty stuff. But I guess I'll have double tropical with pineapple sauce. Chicken pizza. Chicken is the crust. Ooh. I don't know how I feel about that, but okay. Entire leg of cow. Carnivore section. Samies with Olivia. There a kebab. The wooden steak is even carved to look like the restaurant. Ooh, interesting. Yeah, I think we'll do the kebab. I'm curious about the cheeseburger, but we'll do the kebab. Yeah, sure. With onion rings. If you want it, I'm buying. They serve breakfast all day, too. I'm going with their pancake platter. Liz waves a waitress over, and we give our orders. Nostalgia pick? You got me. It takes me way back. She stares out the window. Imagine looking yourself over like this. Just turning your head around. Just looking behind you, and your body still being there. Just... Look out the horizon as well. The view has shifted a bit to show the mountains. We all look out for a long while. Maybe a little too long. Ordinarily, this would be around the time Damien would say something that kept the conversation going. Alright. He's usually the one bringing us all together. Yeah, it is strange to think about, but Liz and Olivia aren't really more than acquaintances. But during lunch, it's Damien that always makes sure everyone else is included in the conversation. Nothing comes to mind. I don't think I'd make a good Damien. One moment, please. Where am I going? I ring Damien up in the hallway. He's sick, yes, but hopefully he'll have something for me to use. If he picks up. Please. Yellow. Vinny, I want to talk to Damien. Nah, he's out right now. Mom's with him in the backyard. He's puking his guts out into a bucket. Why? Pest control guys buy it from us for for $50. Okay. Gross. What do you want him for? I could tell him when he comes back in. Oh, why not? I wanted to know how he always keeps our friend group so lively. Like, I was considering small talk, but just bring up movies or something. Ew, no. Movies suck. Nobody actually likes them. What? I'm playing Fortnite. Fortnite is still a thing in this world? What? I'm playing Fortnite. I'll turn it down so you can hear me. I heard what you said. It was just dumb. Was it? Yeah? There's a pause for a moment. Movies always sucked. Like, they started in black and white and without sound, and they never really got better. Even when they peaked in the 70s, they only barely became watchable. Have you ever even watched The Godfather? Dad made me watch that stuff, and it just sucked. That's because it insists upon itself. No, you probably just didn't get it. Dad explained the whole plot to me, ins and outs. It really just mid-trash. That movie won awards. You can't just call it trash. Yeah, I can. Movies are just trash genre of content. Even the best ones are usually just polished turds that waste your time. Am I fighting with this kid right now? Okay then, what's a good movie? Ever heard of Mr. Beast? How about Storytime Animations? What the fuck is this? Are you just a dumb iPad kid? Are you sure this isn't your ripoff of Raptor Rangers or the Mr. Beast logo? You fucking trash kid. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I'm not. Any popular content on Usnoot? Usnoot! Usnoot is their parody of this. Provides more value for your time than the classics that you old people fawn over, and it still sucks. Fuck you, Vinny! I've had enough people calling me old today. Once was too many. Those aren't even movies. They move and I watch them. Not my point, you troglodyte. I'm fighting with this kid. I'm fighting with him right now. As if you could ever think of comparing that slob to the likes of Star Wars, The Godfather, Blade Runner 2049. I have not seen Blade Runner. I do need to. And it depends what, legacy of Star Wars you're referring to. Movies are one massive pile of doo-doo fart. But even if it can sometimes make something mediocre, that is too big a word for you. These are billion-dollar franchises. Millions of people would disagree with this deranged nonsense. Doo-doo fart. I am arguing with a kid. Oh my... You little... Listen, you little chump. Next time I see you, I'm gonna wring your little neck like a wash rag. What? Who is this? Shit. Calm down. Calm down. Come later. Nuts. I didn't get the advice. I sulked back to my seat and slumped down, catching my breath. Whoa. You alright? Your eye's twitching. I don't think I've ever been more angry in my life. What happened? I don't want to talk about it. I rubbed the tension from my face. Fine. I can be a good Damien all by myself. So, Liz. Yeah? You mentioned when we first met you wanted to be an art dealer. Getting the right people, the right paintings, right? How's that going? Oh yeah, it's going great. I just got accepted to Marshland U, actually. Oh, snap. Yeah, I finally got everything all worked out for myself. I'm going to hit the ground running once I graduate. That's pretty cool. I'm still figuring things out. You too, right, Olivia? I only got short-term goals right now. But I'm interested in what Liz was talking about. Right, I'm sure it wouldn't be a problem for Olivia to replace the stolen paintings. But what was annoying was having to contact the Treasury and Administration about the broken cabinet. I mean, what even happened? Whoever did it, I wish they could have dealt with Mrs. Scalar's neurotic tantrum the way I did. We're still finding glass shards all over the floor, and I get screamed at as if I'm the one responsible for it. Scalar needs to put the coffee mug down sometimes. Jeez. It's not a problem anymore. We've already ordered a new display. It should be installed next month. Oh, I got off track. What were we talking about again? The art dealing thing? I'm actually interested. Oh, well, the plan is to be able to open my own business. I'll start online and work my way up to having a physical location. Uncle Ferris told me he's willing to help me figure the legal part out. I've already gotten a few connections, some people that might be interested in being involved that run some pretty decent prices. For me, I mean. And I'll be selling my own works too. I've gotten even better at painting since the start of the year. Have you noticed? I think I have, yeah. Although, since I'm no artist, I'll admit some of the details are probably lost on me. It's not. Maybe I'll buy one sometime. You'll give me a discount, right? Maybe. Olivia, have you painted anything good recently? No. Oh, sorry. It's fine. Well, I got one I really want to be doing. Why don't you? Because I got dragged here instead. Dang it, Olivia. I mean, not that I'm mad. Liz looks like she wants to say something. The thought dies on her tongue. Yeah. The conversation and the tension thankfully gets interrupted as our food arrives. Social media influencer in me itches to take a photo of each plate, especially with how good the presentation is. I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes, from the right place, or if I'm just like feeling it, I'm the kind of person who takes a picture of their food. Not because it's specifically for social media, but I like to, like I said before, I like to take pictures for Google Maps. So sometimes it's nice to include a picture like of the meal that you would picture from the menu, because then you can see like, oh, I can look at what the dish looks like, because obviously a lot of menus aren't going to include pictures of everything. Dang, I should have brought my camera along with me. Zoomed in pic is a weird thing. I wouldn't say zoomed in. I like to think my photos, I'm in the top 10% of Google reviewers. That's my soft flex. That means nothing to anyone. I got a free bag from them because of it. They also sent me socks, because they said like, hey, you're doing work for us for free. Thanks. Here you go. Dang, I should have brought my camera along with me. Wait, I have my phone. Say, Olivia. I turn in just in time to see her clamp her jaw on a chunk of meat, tearing it right off the bone. Never mind. How's it taste? She takes a moment to chew her food before sending it down the hatch, then smiling as she gives me a greasy thumbs up. Liz chuckles from Olivia's good review as she lowers her head to get the first bite of her pancakes. I'm sad I can't reset. Oh, you can't? You have to do you have to create like a whole new email to do it? I wouldn't have thought you couldn't reset it. I thought you would have just been able to do a new profile or something. I'm sorry to hear that, Straccia. The only other email I have, and I never really use it. Well, I mean, if you just need it to... It's not like it's really connected with your Hoyoverse account. You just need to use it for the game. I wouldn't think that would be a problem. Given that our neck is making movements equivalent to doing the happy dance, I'm guessing that the pancakes are good here. My view had changed again, and now having noticed, I could almost feel the slow rotation of the room. I savored my onion rings while watching Alcadera Bluffs pan right by us, taking in the amazing view. My thoughts reached out from my camera, already calculating the restaurant's rotation with the proper settings to capture the full 360 panorama I could achieve. And a separate section of my mind recalls the other panoramic of the city I saw. The one that is now nothing more but shredded debris. Say, Liz? The Brachiosaurus takes a moment to respond as she attempts to cram her snout into her glass of water. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Almost forgot. Hot for you as well. And pretty sure. Where is it? Minsk I don't think has any. Does no?
Throw rope?
Oh.
I can maybe throw it to you, but
Oh god.
Oh, I don't think Luna has any either.
I'm scared to try even too.
Well, there it goes. You don't have
Oh,
to
okay.
anymore.
No. No.
I was just miserable in that moment. Yeah. So you mentioned all about wanting to be an art dealer and be a part of that system. I guess it could be cool if we work together. Come again? I don't know, it just seems like a decent idea. No, I get you. Now it's Liz's turn to pause from her food, sit upright, and carefully tap the napkin on her closed lips.
Are we
Maybe,
coming up in this man's
but
ass,
I don't
dude?
think you'd want that, honestly.
Boy, that's a sentence I never thought I would be saying, but we did. We did. We did come up in this man's ass. Look at that. That's where the ladder comes out.
Whoa. Right up in there, okay? Right up in his ass? Yeah, you did. With the pot and all. It was, aw, thanks. Oh, God. No, that'd be cool. I'd like that. Oh. Yeah, maybe. I'm not sure. I don't get Liz sometimes. She seems kind of bitchy, but I feel like her intentions are... She's just kind of looking out for herself. I get that. She's here for Damien. She's not here for us. Not sure. Yeah, I'm trying to get this whole thing off the ground on my own. Without others' help, right? Like how you feel about your art stuff? That's different. The point is, it's important to me that I start as self-sustaining as possible. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I already have a clip by that same name though, okay? I have to forward that one or something. But you just said you had connections. And your uncle. Yeah, family and such. Not, Olivia raises that iconic eyebrow. Friends? Or is it just me? Olivia, don't even start to make a scene. Oh, what? I have to do something. How bad would you feel as a guy knowing that you could never actually... I don't... Okay, moving forward. Olivia, Liz, come on, guys. We can finish lunch first. How am I making a scene, Liz? I'm just curious about your life for once. Well, not like this, then. I'd rather you go back to giving me the silent treatment. Oh, no. Oh, no. What have I done? What's your deal? Damien and Inko want us to be friends. Here I am actually trying, and what? Am I not worthy enough for your stuck-up... Ugh! You didn't want my friendship before, or Damien's, for years. It just sounds a bit like you just want to be friends now because you can get something out of it. I want to be friends, just not like that. I thought things would finally start getting good. Olivia, there's lots of people less fortunate than you. You have the support of your friends, all the offers. You can't blame me if you just ignore both. Liz, let me finish, please. I'm not mad. I envy you. I admit it. Anyone would. Effortlessly getting that attention and help. I hate it. I know. And I know it's wrong, but that's what I've been thinking for a while. I see all these things you have available to you all these years, and you just take them for granted. I just think it's a wasteful way to live. Look, sorry, I appreciate you guys. After telling to my face how you'd rather be elsewhere and not here while eating at my expense. Oh, she is mad now. She's getting mad. You know what, Olivia? This is the most nice I can do for you at the moment because you really don't deserve anything else. Liz! Liz claps a hand over her mouth. Olivia doesn't respond. She looks down at her plate. I'm going to use the bathroom. She pushes herself away from the table and through the aisle. Oh no. I'm sorry, Liz. I didn't mean to snap. It's alright. once Olivia gets back, you can apologize. No, I don't think I can. After everything, I think I deserve that much. Good God. The brief was just to get these two talking and have a good time, and it's like a grenade was thrown into the table. Wow. I'm a terrible fucking Damien. Let me tell you. Liz, yeah? Why didn't it work? Why didn't what work? I know you two aren't on the greatest terms, so I try to keep the conversation going. So I don't want to get awkward and nobody would get left out, like Damien does. I feel like this is somehow my fault. But how? I did everything I was supposed to. I don't think you did anything wrong. Why does this never happen around Damien? Good question. I don't know. Basically, for a little bit of context, Liz is just kind of upset with Olivia because she's a great artist. She has a lot of offers for her work. She has a lot of opportunity, and she is genuinely talented. And Olivia hates it partially because all this pressure is on her to do well, but at the same time, she feels as though she's not good enough because she very much has this just kind of like fear that other people only kind of give her the credit she gets because she is in her wheelchair. And Liz trying to, don't get me wrong, Liz is still also partially at fault here, very much. Yes, it is a little petty. They're high schoolers still. Liz picks at her plate, popping the yolk on her over easy egg. She's probably not in the mood if I pushed any further and said anything I want to say right now. Olivia wouldn't like me prodding right now either. There's no options. I try to think of something to do, but nothing. I can't think of doing anything at all. Not without making someone uncomfortable, or worse, getting them mad at me. And I've never even anticipated something like this happening. It's frustrating. I can't do anything. I can't do nothing, obviously. Not if I want to smooth things over. Right now, Olivia's in the bathroom. She's actually just fooling around in the hallway. But the point is, the two are separated. I can work something out. Should I keep trying then? I don't want to make anyone uncomfortable. I think I'd rather you didn't. Help me out. Liz for help, but how does she know how to deal with avoiding upsetting others? I think I need to go check on Olivia. Heavy breath escapes me as I stand from my chair. If you'll excuse me, Liz. Her head tilts comically further than needed in question. Just want to check on Olivia. Oh. She waves me off as I turn away. I feel bad. I do feel bad for Liz. I guess she's trying to do something nice. She's trying to be nice here. This is a really nice thing that she's trying to do, but at the same time, like, this is a fucking mess between the two of them. Making my way through the restaurant, a part of me marvels at how I don't even feel the room spin. Kind of makes me dizzy, honestly. But it's just mental busy work to distract myself. After all, I have no idea what I'm gonna say to Olivia. Hey. Should I ask how she is? Ingo? Well, I'm on the spot now. Hey, just came to see what you were doing. I thought I had more time to think about things, but instead of being by the restroom, Olivia was... Why are you here by the bar? I wanted to see if they'd give me a mimosa. What? Mimosa. You know, like OJ and champagne. Olivia, you can't drink, says you. She takes a long sip from a glass flute filled with orange liquid. Excuse me? I slap it out of her hand, but her tail stops me. I'm joking. Jeez. I had the same thought process for a moment. God damn. Mimosas at lunch in high school? Who do they think we are? It's like you, Inko. A virgin. Oh! Oh! Hit him in his heart, why don't you? She's playing mind games to fuck me over. She grins at my scowl and continues sipping on her drink. Want some? She holds out the glass to me with that smug smile of hers. Taking the flute, I can clearly see where her lips had touched it. Olivia looks to be leaning forward as I stare at the glass. Ignoring the heat in my cheeks, I tip the glass above me, carefully pouring some of the liquid into my mouth. Oh. This is just juice and ginger ale, Olivia. Handing her back the glass. For a split second, I thought I saw some disappointment in her eyes. You know, I'm just seeing things out. Was she hoping I would put, like, I would drink the glass where her lips were previously? Like an indirect kiss? Is that what she's hoping for? With a shake of my head, I refocus. I came to check on Olivia and fix things between her and Liz. You okay, Olivia? Yeah, totally. Why wouldn't I be? Her eyes are wide open and yet not looking my way. Well, because of what Liz said. That classic anime indirect kiss. I actually think the indirect kiss is actually like a kind of a cute thing. I wouldn't try to like make a thing or like think much of it like outside of this right now, but I think it's just kind of like, I think it's a cute trope sort of. And yes, the fact that it is a very much anime-esque thing. Oh, she sags in her chair. Olivia? No, yeah, that was... Her finger circles the lip of her glass as she drinks. I'm not hurt, just frustrated. She looks at her glass one final time, and then downs the last quarter of it in a single swallow. Afterwards, Olivia sets it on the bar and on top of a couple crumpled dollar bills. I mean, Liz doesn't get it, Inko. Maybe if she walked a mile in my shoes, she would, but I hate to see you guys go at it like that. Yeah, maybe it's just been a long time coming for me, but who cares? A long time coming? I know she's been a bit frustrated for a while. Probably been holding that in. Doesn't mean I want to hear it, though. All the time I've known her, she's just been so far ahead of me. You heard her yap about her arts getting better, and how many connections she has, and how it'll get her $1 billion or whatever. What's her problem? Does Liv shove her in that? No, that's the thing. They're both just kind of jealous of one another. One is working and like has connections. One is being offered connections and doesn't have to work as hard. Because like Olivia's art comes very natural to her, but if people love her for it and they're very drawn to it. Liz is trying harder and harder to become a better artist, but is also working very hard to try and like pursue her career and like have her future goals. That is kind of the difference. Whereas like one is kind of working for their options and the other is just kind of offered them or provided them. And that's kind of something that Olivia resents about herself as well. I'm the better artist, but I don't even know how to start getting my crap together like that. I look at that chasm between us and it fills me with dread. It might be a dumb quarrel, but you know what? This is what high school, a couple of high school girls like thinking about their futures and coming of age is about. It is going to be dumb because there's a lot of things that you can't control. It's not going to matter. And you know what? In that moment, it's the world to you. And we forget about that sometimes. We forget about how little things back then are just so compacting of like how much they mean to us in the moment. I've learned that a lot more in my field when working with kids. It's that like, oh, like I can't break up with them. I can't leave them because like then what'll happen? It's just like you'll move on. Life will continue. And in that moment, like you never really think about it at that age. Everything is such a big deal at this point of your life too. And it's so easy to forget just like how much it means to people in that time of their lives. It's just jealousy. I know it. It's just been getting worse every time she mentions getting further in life, while I can't even convince myself to try. It's different actually getting her upset at me over this specifically. I just mentioned being someone she'd consider a real acquaintance, and she blows up like that. You want to talk about it? No. You sure? Is that what you wanted to see me about? Partially. The other part is that I'm a bit confused. I wasn't expecting things to go the way they did. So I came to see you to ask for help to make this right. Uh-huh. I'm not apologizing if that's what you mean. How does she know how to deal with avoiding upsetting you? Oh, neither of them are really giving me much here. It's not my fault they reacted like school children. Olivia, hear me out. What? You just admitted yourself you were expecting that from Liz, yeah? You know how she's been feeling. I want to smooth things out with everyone. Can you please help me? She's the one that snapped at me. What do you want from me? Oh god, I'm asking a woman to apologize for something that she's... Oh god. Just to consider her feelings. She's already down because of her date idea fell through, and then you said you don't even want to be here. That's not what I said. It basically was. She's doing something nice for us, Olivia. And I've been trying to include everyone in the conversation. It just needs to happen. There's no need for us to have an ill will towards each other, right? Yeah, I know. So we can try to smooth things over with Liz. I got a plan. Once we get back, I can chime into the argument and put it to rest. Fine. But you're helping me when I do finally get to the painting. You got it. So, ready to go back? Her smile seems to travel all the way to her tail as it bobs alongside her head's nod. Sure. Oh, thank God. Olivia follows me back to her table. Hey, you guys are back. Everything good? All cooled off? Yeah, everything's great. I want to give my 2 cents, try to resolve everything. Oh god. This is where you have me to start making choices between these two? I can't decide who's right. You're my friends. This is right. Olivia needs to think of others more. Olivia's right. This is being petty. Oh god. I need to I'm gonna save this comment. I have to. Don't give me It feels like this is just always like you're all like if I'm gonna romance Olivia, I always just have to side with her. But even when I do, sometimes she doesn't always like it. Because I think she knows herself that like she's partially in the wrong too. I think you both have some good points. But there's a bigger picture we all need to see. Deep down, both of you want to be friends. So why not turn over a new leaf, starting today? Is that it? I think she just doesn't know what she wants. Like, pretty much, yeah. So, are we good? Sure. I guess. Yeah. I don't think we're that good, but I think that was the best we could hope for. That went much better than expected. After things settled down, we finished off our meals. Well, Olivia finished our meals. Liz had noticed it first when one of her whole pancakes simply vanished, and I thought my onion ring pile was looking smaller by the minute. Looking Olivia's way, she simply waved at us with the most bizarre concoction of onion rings, flapjacks, syrup, and beef on her plate. What? I'll make you guys better food than this later. The theft of our food stopped shortly after that, and though the portions had diminished, we all were thoroughly satisfied with the meal. I offered to pay, or at least pitch in with the check, but Liz refused. She insisted since it was her idea to begin with. But I had always figured it was the man's place to pay for a date. And this was a date. Kind of. Neither of our hands lifted from the tiny leather booklet. And I don't know how long we spent playing tug-of-war over it. Olivia at least found it amusing, even recording our stare down on her phone. But victory was mine as I managed to palm my debit card to the waitress before Liz could give her back the bill booklet. I can't read sometimes. Straja was just joking about this the other day, and I can't sometimes. I'm fine. I read at a high enough level. With that done, shut up, Straja. With that done, all that was left of us here was making the most of the view. Olivia led the way to the observation deck on the floor beneath the restaurant, as she immediately regretted it, as the blast of cold air even had me shiver a bit. Don't encourage her, okay? The altitude plus the late fall weather meant the deck was mostly clear of gas, but the view was easily worth the cold, as I made a mental note to come back here one day with my DSLR. We slowly moved to the railing so we can fully take in the sky. Ah, damn it! Fuck it. From the bluffs and out toward the ocean, along the city skyscrapers that were dwarfed by the spire. And as I scan over it, I doubled down on the mental note. Because seeing Olivia silhouetted by this beautiful view is... I don't get how you two can stand this temperature. Liz doesn't look cold. All she's doing is rubbing her arms in a theatrical manner. I'm gonna be by the elevator, guys. Okay? Her head moves next to Olivia, and there's a hushed whisper shared between them. Oh, man. Hell yeah. Thank you, wing girl. Finally, Liz's body turns and leaves, her head following shortly after with a beaming smile. Olivia? Don't ask. She doesn't have any wings. Oh, fucking whatever. Her eyes remain on the horizon. Maybe it is a little colder though, as Olivia's face is slowly turning red. Something up? Well, her eyes trail down and her hands raise up until she's carefully examining her wrists. I watch as she carefully tests her hand, wincing occasionally as she slowly flexes and rotates her hands. About the painting. Not until you're better. I know. I've been thinking about it. I'm going to be way out of practice when I'm all better. So you're going to practice? She smiles as she turns to me, probably excited about the prospect of starting work on that soon. Yes, I have the mental image for it in my mind and everything. Her smile lessens though, and her tone becomes uneasy. I just want to make it perfect. I have the mental image, but I won't have the skill. Plus, between the carpal tunnel and rushing out all those pieces for Mia, I think I understand what she's getting at, but her smile is back again. Once I can paint again, I need time for practice. I want to show Mr. Latakin the greatest piece I can create. Do you need anything? My words cut my thoughts off. No, I have all the paint and... No, I mean, do you need any help with your practice? Her face glows red again. Maybe. Well, I don't know how much help I can be with my complete lack of painting talent. But otherwise, yeah, I'll do whatever I can for you, Olivia. I promise. Look at her turning red! Oh my goodness! I cement it with a smile and a thumbs up. I'm such a dork sometimes. Thanks. Damn it, I thought someone was gonna make a move! The tension! I think we only stood out on the viewing deck for a few more minutes. After a particularly cold draft that swept over us, Olivia figured she'd had enough of the chilly air here. We made our way back inside to the elevator station, where Liz was standing idly. She and Olivia looked at each other for a moment. The two held their stare locked in on each other for about half a minute before Olivia looked to the side. So, what else is there to do here? A lot, evidently. Once we had gotten back to terra firma, Liz had taken it upon herself to walk us around the entire block. The whole area was like a miniature theme park. A lot of street vendors selling tourist-trapped gifts. We spent the rest of the day just wandering the city park here, enjoying the late fall day the best we could. Eventually, as the sun sunk down below the horizon, Mr. Ferris found us. I had forgotten that we'd come here in the first place because of a business meeting of his. Liz and him waved us goodbye as they broke away and headed for the parking lot, while I pushed a very tired gator girl to the metro station. I don't think she minded much, as she clutched her tail to her chest and used it as a makeshift pillow. She looked so sweet like that, as the perfect background for my phone. Come on, man, take the chance. She must never learn of this, though, because I don't think I'd survive. But it'd be worth it. Take the shot. After going home that night, Olivia texted me all night and well into the morning. We ended up talking about all sorts of things. Mia, our art, various shows, just about everything. Never seen her that excited before. For someone with sore hands, she sure types fast. And for someone that doesn't much like talking at all, she sure types a lot. I certainly can't keep up. And when she didn't want to talk, she sent more doodles and sketches. Sleep wasn't really an option on my end either. And Gut's doodle ventures were quite entertaining to read. Since then, we've been texting more every night. Not as much, since I do need my sleep. For right now, I'm just waiting for art class to end. Mr. Triggums is apparently one of those substitute that demands complete silence until class is over, but doesn't care beyond that. So even though I'm sitting about 2 feet away from Olivia, we're having to text each other. She's quite the storyteller with her doodles. Like right now, as I try to keep up with the tale of Guts writing a... What's he writing again? He's piloting the main golem from Gundam Fan. I love the fact that she is an anime weeb is so... I love it. I love it. This gator's a weeb. I'm here for it. A giant robot from one of the shows she's been wanting us to watch together. I mean, we would. I totally want to. Just Olivia and I, sitting side by side on my couch. Maybe as we're getting tired, we start leaning against each other. I could even offer to keep her warm. Whoops. Catching my phone on the precipice of my desk, I see that Olivia had sent an even more detailed version of the previous Guts drawing. You know, in the last playthrough, we thought she was going to send us a particular kind of photo. She didn't. We were kind of thinking that she might as like a reward for us over something, but that didn't happen. And this is why, for how dumb as it is, Finn is still fun to watch. Gooner. Oh, fuck yeah I am. Hell yeah. What was it that Mia called it when... she used a certain phrase when referring to our character earlier in game when we were defending Olivia. She's like, "Oh my god, you're like a are you trying to like gump her or something?" Like, yeah, like it was like hump with a G. It was just like, is that gator humping? I imagine. It's still fun to watch. I don't get it. You almost didn't get your phone just now. If you'd watch it, you would. Guts is angry. One day, maybe. I need to make one of these the thumbnail for... Oh man, I can scroll back through the phone. That's awesome. I need to make... Maybe this one. Maybe this one will be the thumbnail for when I post this one to YouTube later. Or SnootTube, whatever. One day, yes. Ah, crap. Teacher. Don't want to lose my phone. Okay. Hi, Malice. Welcome. We're just doing a little more of I Want to Hug That Gator. Plan to possibly switch over to more like community play like after this or in a little while. Stracha, not sure how you're feeling or if you're still up to playing or streaming today, but I hope you're doing a little bit better. We're watching Pablo We're checking on a wheelchair. You mean in a wheelchair, not on one. There's a difference. And she's not just a chick, she's a gator, and she's a weeb, and she's great. So, yeah. I'm gonna do that real hard. Play the dance grab. Thank you, Kay. After a couple of minutes without any alerts, I accept that the gator growth really is done for now. With a quick look at the clock on the wall, I figure I've got a few more minutes before I absolutely must hide my phone. Ladekin's been out for about a week and a half, so we've been stuck with Mr. Triggums. Apparently, he doesn't like electives. I swipe back, looking through the pieces she'd sent me over the last couple hours. A lot of her references go over my head, but the few that don't earn a hearty chuckle from me. Then there's the more detailed ones, the drawings that would be good enough to actually render. I smile as I save those. I'd been meaning to ask if she'd finished one, back when we started doing this. But I never got around to it, simply saving it in a folder. A folder that's grown to a couple dozen now. Would Jerome Clarkson please come to the office? Would Jerome Clarkson please come to the office? Thank you. The announcement makes me nearly drop my phone again. It had been going on all morning, just calling a random student to the office. A buzz from my phone has me check it again to see another message from the Gator girl. Never mind. Teach is acting weird today. Weird? I look at our substitute. Mr. Triggums isn't paying attention, or paying any attention to us. In fact, he's just kind of looking through the desk he's at. Weird. Same here. Think it has to do with the office thing? I don't know. I was thinking was the short day, maybe. That was another thing. I think the entire class realized something was up with how fast class periods were going today. Oh, man. I look at my phone on the floor, the corner of the screen chipped away. Picking it back up before any of my classmates can step on it on their way to lunch. I also just noticed that Ben wasn't here in class either. I think they're starting to figure out that Ladekin has something to do with the ruined art pieces. Oh, thanks. Hurry up. Short day means lunch is earlier. Heading to lunch, I realize I'm actually not that hungry. Strange, but I guess it's an internal clock thing. I'm just so used to eating at the same time every day. Looks like I'm not the only one, as the usual war zone in the cafeteria has expanded to spill into the surrounding hallways. It's loud enough to even carve up the continued announcements. Go. Thank you. Mostly. I've gotten pretty good at weaving through the chaos relatively unscathed, but man, These guys have way too much energy. What are they even fighting about? But as always, the table in the back is left alone. Damien is chatting loudly about his day so far to Olivia, who's occasionally poking Liz across the table with a toy claw hand. I like it. Liz flails her arms around to shoo away the offending poke, but never bothers to crane her neck down from the rafters. She perks up when she sees me. Yo, it's Inko! Hey, what's going on at Olive Garden today? That was... They all hated it. No one. Wax his noggin. The meter stick falls on my head. God, it's just a joke, a quip. How long did it take you to come up with that one? It was about 2 in the morning last night. Whack him again. Hey! Best $10 I've ever spent. It looks a little familiar, doesn't it? Yeah, it's what I thought when I saw it. Just like the real one. She'll bully you for saying dumb stuff. Bite me. Ah, she did the little bitey gesture with it. She makes the head gnaw on my face a little. I'll go sit somewhere else. Do it. I got a new friend right here. Oh, wow. I have an actual friend that isn't addicted to makeup pheromones. That makes me so happy. Excuse me? Your ventriloquism needs a bit of work. I still think it's a little weird. I'll live a little. Say you guys aren't eating either? It's too early. I'll just eat when I get home. Lunch ladies don't really try on half days. Don't they not try normally? The difference makes itself known. I was out for like a week. I'm just gonna steal some of whatever Olivia makes later. Get your own. I've changed my mind. She has too much power. This is great. Olivia reaches over to gnaw on Damien again, and I snatch it out of the air. Ah, no! I aim to hitch it right onto Olivia's snout. Bullseye. It's clamped shut. The evil is defeated. While I'm giggling like a schoolgirl, Olivia uses the chance to grab the hand back. Fine, no more claw today. She hastily stuffs the plastic toy in her backpack. After some more small talk, Damien's attention wanders towards Liz, who seems to be lost in thought. Hey Liz, what's in your head? Huh? Oh, I was just thinking about earlier today. I was talking to Principal Scalar this morning while running some errands for Stuco, and she was really out of it. Out of it? Yeah, like she didn't want to be here today. I tried to pry, but she clammed up. I've never seen her like that before. She must have drank some bad coffee or something. I don't think that makes people sad. I can tell you from experience. It just makes you really have to... Looks like I got a text. Lix pulls out her phone, craning her head down to get a better look at the screen. It's from Ben. Come, having a student council meeting. Huh. Normally it's a bit more formal than that. I guess since it's a half day and all. Oh well, duty calls. Sorry for having to leave early, guys. No worry, Liz. We can meet up after school. Sounds good. I'll see you all later then. What would you guys want to do after school? I don't know. Maybe we can hang out at my place. Too cold to get in the pool, but I'm sure we can think of something. I look over to Olivia, who doesn't seem to have any objections to the idea, but no input of her own. Got any ideas, Liv? We could doodle some stuff. Like charades? Yeah, make it into a game of sorts. That sounds pretty fun, actually. And I can really light the floor with Olivia. Oh, save your breath, Nito. You know my stuff will own you and your chicken scratch. Wanna bet? Ha! That's a sucker bet. Alright then. The loser has to pay for food. Deal. We shake hands, making the wager official. Would Olivia Halford please come to the office? Would Olivia Halford please come to the office? Thank you. I don't like this. This is fishy. I don't like it. The monotone voice of the intercom combined with the strange atmosphere of the school, it's starting to unnerve me. We all look at the Gator girl, who rolls her eyes and starts wheeling away from the table and towards the exit. After she left, everything felt more off. Lunch came to an end and the school day was close to the same. Just a couple more periods before we can hang out somewhere with all the extra free time. I look at Olivia's desk. Still empty 5 minutes into Prockling's class. I mean, yeah, she hates this class most, but it's really become a habit at this point. Just like how it's become a habit for me to write an extra set of notes for Olivia. I look at the 2 mostly blank pages in front of me. Like, with our other teachers, I notice something's off with Prockling. She barely says anything, instead just asking us to read the chapter on the Great War. I do just as asked, and 5 pages in, I can say without a shadow of a doubt that it was the stupidest reason for a world war to break out. A bunch of European countries unhappy about being ruled by a bunch of other European empires deciding to revolt and dragging all their allies into the quagmire. I'm really struggling to make sense of the information, made worse with how outdated the textbooks are. Seriously, they're written so bad it ought to be a crime. It oozes pro-Gilded Age corporatism, the kind that genuinely believed that anything bigger than a gathering of 10 people was a form of unionism. With a sigh, I busy myself with taking notes for myself and Olivia. As I do, my eyes continue to wander the classroom. Everyone looks just as disinterested in the subject matter. I look over to Prockling, and she herself doesn't seem interested in the subject matter as well. In fact, she's just kind of staring off into space. It's highly unusual considering how much emphasis she puts on proper class focus. Yet there she is, spacing out like she's no better than the teenagers she teaches on the daily. I'm almost tempted to raise my hand and ask her a question to snap her back to reality when the room speaker comes to life. Would Incognito please report to the office? Incognito, please report to the office. Thank you. I look up to Miss Brockling. I got called, but she's still the arbiter of who leaves her class and when. But she doesn't meet my eyes at all. If anything, it looks like she's actively trying to avoid eye contact. I pack my things and shuffle out of the classroom. All the while, the stares and murmurs from other students grow even more intense. What is going down right now? This has to be about the painting. This has to be about him. He's Inco because of the browser mode he usually uses. There's a lot of ways to get around server protection. My mind immediately begins to wander why I'm being summoned to the office. Also, who uses gators in your area? You know there's gotta be ads like that in this world where it's just like, meet local pterodactyls that want to meet you. Meet a Brachiosaurus live. Or what is it, like, TerraSaurusHub.com or something. I don't know. TerraHub, Pterosaurus Hub, Paleo Hub, something like that. Maybe Paleo Hub. They sure are calling up a lot of people. Maybe it's related to 2 weeks ago. The only thing keeping me company on my march to the principal's office is the sound of rubber soles on tile. I must spend a fortune on polishing these floors. It's not long before I notice another pair of footsteps coming from somewhere ahead of me. I squint my eyes, quickly recognizing the figure that approaches. It's Ben. I guess the student council wrapped up their meeting, though there's no sign of Liz anywhere. bored, freaky single Brachiosaurus willing to do anything. Thanks, Minsk. As the Parasaur makes his way closer, I notice he has a complicated expression on his face. Hey Ben, what's going on? He flinches as I call his name and looks around like a lost child before he spots me. We make eye contact for a few seconds, but he doesn't say anything. Everything alright, dude? What's going on here, Ben? Where are you going, Ben? Come back here! Suddenly he turns away and continues down the hall. A sinking feeling takes hold of my chest. I almost try to speak up and stop him, but can't think of saying anything. I guess I better get going. Also, Straccia, do you think you're still at the game later? I don't know if you can hear me or not. After another minute of walking, I reach the door of the principal's office and find it wide open. Come in. I step into the office. I can. I'm like, alright, then yeah. Hopefully after we wrap up whatever is going on in this little portion of the story, I think I'll call it on Gator for today, and then we'll switch over to something more community. That way if other people want to join as well. I wasn't sure if you were planning to stream it or not, but that's up to you. I step into the office and close the door behind me, following the source of the deep void. I realize now that I've never seen the interior of the office before. But can I convince you to owe me Chinese food for playing games? Only just because I want Chinese. Chinese sounds good. Damn. Chinese do sound good right now. We can negotiate. Yeah, we can negotiate Chinese for game time. Coconut chicken is cool, but I prefer some orange or sesame chicken. I like sesame chicken most. I had pho. Ooh, nice malice. It's fairly standard for an office. A long wooden desk, a filing cabinet, a few potted plants, and a couple of shelves for storing all sorts of things. I want some pan-fried noodles. Cold. So you should eat some lunch or something in the meantime. I don't think I've ever had... I don't know if I've ever had pho either. Don't think so. However, on closer inspection, I notice things look a little more disheveled than I expected. Manila folders are strewn across the desk. One of the filing cabinet drawers hangs open. The potted plants are either overwatered or wilting. Is this really Scalar's office? Mr. Nito. My attention is suddenly pulled away towards the hulking figure sitting behind the desk. I can only imagine what that office chair is going through right now. Sir, is everything alright? Have a seat, please. He motions to a small plastic chair on my side of the desk. How have you been, Inko? Oh, this does not look pleasant. I oblige his request, taking a seat and trying to suppress my anxiety. I think I'm doing well. He nods to himself, holding his eyes closed. That's good to hear. The whale looks down at an open folder on his desk, taking a moment to look over some kind of document. I have some news for you regarding your instructor for AP Art Design and Photography. You mean Mr. Ledakin? Yes, Mr. Ledakin. A fine teacher if student surveys are anything to go by. He also spoke quite highly of you. Did you have a strong relationship with him? Yeah, I think so. Did something happen? My heart drops as Ferris' brow lowers ever so lightly. Suddenly, his tone completely shifts into one more clinical. Over the last 2 years, Mr. Ledakin has been suffering from a rare form of chondrosarcoma that originated in his vertebrae. His tone is heavy. I don't quite know what ailment he just named, like he should spit on the doctors responsible for discovering it, but the practice movements and worn out features are undeniable. He's by no means a fragile man, but the tiredness he tries to hide is barely concealed. Every student he's broken the news to has taken something more from him. Tensing himself slightly to be as tactful as he can, the attempted reverence is lost as he recited scripted lines just a few too many times already. He can't muster much more than this flat citation. Straccia, I don't think this is going to be good news. This analysis means nothing. I'm just distracting myself from the reality of the situation, as though prolonging a confirmation will keep it from happening. Mr. Ferris noticed my subtle confusion and clarifies, like he must have done a few dozen times already. Bone cancer. Mr. Ledakin was well advised by medical professionals about the treatment options available to him, and the district offered him a generous medical leave in recognition of his tenure here at St. Hammond. He turned both of these down. The cacophony of thoughts swirling in my head makes it nearly impossible to think, impossible to focus on anything. Right now, all I can do is revel in it. Time passes. I'm not sure how much, but I still can't get a grip on my own mind. Ferris is calmly waiting for me to say something, but I can tell he's becoming uncomfortable. There's only one thing that I can muster the will to ask. Why? The whale grimaces. I wish I had an answer. His inflection tells of his own questioning thoughts. The exchange seems to give Ferris the energy to continue, however. On Sunday, Mr. Ledakin was hospitalized due to complications with his illness. He passed away the following morning. I'm getting chills right now. Olivia was called here before me. Counseling will be available for you and anybody else affected. Sorry, do you know where Olivia went? No, she didn't say. I'd like to go now, Mr. Ferris. Yes. Feel free. I stand up from the plastic chair, pushing it closer to the principal's desk. Offering one last nod to the superintendent, I let myself out of the office. As soon as the door clicks shut, I start running. Shit, where did she go? The studio room, maybe? It's the best lead I have. Thanks to all those gym classes, I have no trouble getting there quickly. My new destination takes me up the main staircase of the school and onto the second floor. It's not long before I'm staring down the hallway of Ledakin's classroom. I breathe a sigh of relief as I spot Olivia sat in front of the door. God, what do I say to her? My thoughts come crashing to a halt as I see another dinosaur beside her, gesturing manically. Ben? From an outsider's view, it looks like Ben is trying to talk her into something. But there's such a stark contrast between their moods. I suppose Ben is mourning too, but maybe he's just handling it differently. That's the plan I have in mind. What do you think of it? Olivia? Yeah. Okay. Olivia's reply came off weak and unfocused, like she wasn't talking to Ben at all. Can I count on you to be a part of it? Sure. I remain obscured from view. This doesn't seem like a conversation I should intrude on. I'll just catch up to Olivia after. Honestly, I'm somewhat surprised Ben is talking to her. No, maybe that Olivia is listening to Ben, that those differences are being put aside. For once, our priorities aligned. I had thought to come to find Olivia too. I wonder, Ledakin was a mentor to each of us. Like, he'd always be around to help us, but now, all the little things that make you anxious or aggravated are gone in an instant. And all that's left is reality. Why bother with this dramatic garbage? If now's not the time to be brought together, then when? I'm thinking too much. My hands are shivering. Something in my heart threatens to fall apart, but not now. Her voice was too quiet for me to hear, but whatever she said wasn't what Ben wanted to hear. Olivia, I need to know that you're with me on this. Yeah. Olivia. Ben kneels right next to Olivia's chair, putting the two at eye level, though she kept hers averted to the side. I need to know that you're in on this fully. There's a strange panic in the Parasaur's voice. Please, Olivia, for him. Finally, after what felt like a few minutes, despite only being 4 or 5 seconds, Olivia looks back at Ben's face and gives him a meek nod. I'm going to take that as a yes, then. The Gator Girl gives no other reply to Ben's words. The only sign that his words had registered in her mind were her hands suddenly, yet gently, shaking, all the while her claws dug ever deeper into her wheelchair armrests. Her bulwark broke at last. Seeing the droplets from her eyes drives a searing pain through my chest. My instincts drove me forward, beyond my common sense. I grip the blue boy's shoulder and pull him up. Ben! Parasaur's eyes snap towards me. He makes eye contact with me, a depressive expression coating his face. Inko, what are you doing here? I wanted to see Olivia. Olivia's silver eyes finally lift, and the pain reflected in them threatens to shatter my aching heart. Ben looks back to see those mournful eyes too, though his reaction seems the opposite of mine as a smile draws across his face. Inko, hear me out. I'm trying to organize a eulogy for Ledakin. Say our goodbyes to him. He deserves it, at least. Olivia, me, and you helped each of us so much, and while the Parasaur rambles on, I turn my attention solely on Olivia. I rush past Ben and take a knee next to Olivia, now eye level with her. Ben finally stops talking. I can feel his stare boring into the back of my head. He wants an answer for whatever he was just talking about. A eulogy for Mr. Ledakin. It's so surreal to think about. To think that I spoke to him only yesterday and today he's just gone. A eulogy. Yeah, it's the least we could do for Ledakin as his pupils. He deserves so much more, though. So much. Right. Yeah. Olivia's probably feeling what I'm feeling right now. This fight between reality and emotions. Ledakin's gone and I'm still trying to process it, trying to accept the fact that I'll never see him again, or listen to him again, or get advice from him again. Never get to impress him or show him just how much I've improved because of his lessons. I don't think I'm ready to accept that he's gone. Ben clears his throat, snapping me from my stupor and back to our current reality. I'm sorry to be so pushy, but I need to know if you and Olivia are in or not. Ben turns to look at Olivia as he says those words. Olivia, meanwhile, continues to stare absent-mindedly at the wall, almost as if Ben's words were not emanating from right next to her, but a few dozen miles away instead. Ben, I don't think I suddenly feel a cool, skilled hand fall on top of my own. I turn to look into Olivia's pain-stricken eyes. They gaze deeply into mine, pleading, begging to make the pain vanish. I don't quite know what I should do. I understand not being ready, but I feel like doing it together is I think it's a very important thing to do. Because these are some of the times sometimes when we want to be alone, sometimes we shouldn't be. Olivia needs us now, more than ever. I think Ben has the right idea. It's what Ledakin would want. I don't think it is, so. Funerals are for the living, not the dead. He wouldn't care, I think. He would appreciate us continuing what we do, but I don't think I don't think that's what he specifically wants. These are scary times, so it makes sense to be afraid, to be hurt. Don't worry, Olivia. I place my other hand on Olivia's reassuringly. I'm here with you. We all are. Ben is extending the olive branch here, right? You just need to accept it. Ben gives a tense, shaky, but approving nod. I'm glad you guys are seeing the situation for what it is, and just how important it is that we make this eulogy something beautiful. Olivia glances around hazily, her voice broken. I don't want him to be gone and go. There's too much that I didn't. I know, but we need to face reality, and we can do it together. I'm not ready. I'm not ready to face anything at all. It's okay, Olivia. I know I was close to the Dakin, but you clearly meant so much more to him, and him to you. He was the only teacher that seemed to really care, right? She nods. So you're the most hurt, the most afraid. Afraid? And we're here to support you. You just need to help us help you. If you're not ready to face reality, we can help you to think straight, to face it together. Can you do that? Her eyes rove over both Ben and I, and then back to our interlocked fingers. I take hold of her other hand. She blushes and looks at me dead in the eyes. Can you help us? Okay. I'll think about it. I'm still afraid, but if you're there, I'm here. Ben clears his throat. Ben, get the fuck out of here. Stop ruining our fucking moment. A man just died and you're here making me fucking claustrophobic on the center screen. Get out of here. Go check on your girlfriend in juvie or something. Jeez. That was very inspiring of you, Inko. His hands aren't tensed up. He's calmed down a bit. He opens his mouth to continue, but I hold a hand up to stop him. Olivia's had enough for one day. Ben, can we get some time alone together? Oh, of course. I'll give you a bit of time to process all this. Ben walks up to me and pats me on the shoulder. With a final solemn look at Olivia and nod towards me, he walks out of the classroom and leaves Olivia and I alone. As the door clicks behind me, I hear Olivia take a sharp and shuddery breath before turning to look at me. Her eyes are glossy and puffy on the edges. Trails of tears stain down her cheeks. Damn, I can't read. And her expression is of someone who doesn't want to believe that it's true, but knows deep down that it is. As I look at her, I feel my emotions come back twice as hard. No. I need to be strong for her sake, damn it. Olivia, I try to find the proper words to say something to her, anything that could give her any sense of comfort to ease her pain. But I feel my throat begin to tighten like someone's hand is around my neck. I don't even notice that I'm crying until my vision becomes blurred with tears. Without thinking, I wrap my arms around the baryonyx and pull her into a hug. We did it again! We accomplished the game title again! Oh! Ladies and gentlemen, that is I Want to Hug That Gator. Alright, sorry. Olivia seems shocked at first, frozen by my sudden reaction. But then I feel a pair of arms wrap around me and hands clutching my jacket. Oh yeah, if we were going by game over by hugging her, this game ended like 3 hours ago from previous playthroughs. Olivia begins to softly sob into my shoulder. I feel my own resolve break down as I hear the increasing pain in her cries. When we're like this, I can't even pretend to be the stronger one anymore. Maybe I could bear the pain of Ladakin, but seeing Olivia like this, I hold on tighter. I don't want her to let go. I don't want to let her go. Suddenly, She mumbles something into my shoulder. What was that? We pull apart and I look over Olivia. Her sunken face is covered in splotches and trails of wet and dry tears. She's hyperventilating. Looks like an absolute mess right now. Despite this, her eyes are fierce and lively as they meet mine. I need to do something. Right now? She doesn't respond, hurriedly rolling down the hall towards the elevator. Where would she... The fountain. The only place she could be going. I step forward to follow her, but stop. No matter how I try, I can't continue. This is Olivia's promise, not mine. I have no right to intrude into it like that. My hesitancy robbed me of any choice in the matter. She went alone. I'm a fucking idiot. Alone in this freezing weather while she's going through this? What the hell was I thinking? I start my silent march through the halls, out the building, and into the frozen wilderness. It's cold out, freshly starting to snow. The world just feels so much smaller, muted, and colorless. Now's not the time. I must find Olivia. There's thin tire tracks in the thinly laid on snow, paving out down the sidewalk. I follow them. The path is serene. The falling flecks of white make it feel like one of Olivia's landscapes. The fountain must be just around the corner. Oh God. I should have gone with her. Of course, the fountain is only accessible with stairs. The steps are tall and coated in a thin layer of ice. It's a death trap. Something rolls down and bumps my shoe. It's one of Olivia's handles. My face flashes with heat and my blood runs cold. Oh my God, I can't lose 2 people in one day. Please. I will myself to look up. 8 steps up, Olivia's wheelchair is toppled over on its back. Seat ripped, wheels spread. It's unrecoverable. Olivia is 2 steps further, halfway onto the next ledge. Her arm reaches up for the next one. Olivia! Olivia stops and slowly looks back. It's a look of shock and humiliation at being seen like this. She turns back and starts pulling herself up to the next step. Ah, damn it! Damn it, Olivia. I take a step up and catch myself. It's a wonder she's even gotten this far. But I find my balance and start marching up towards her. Her arm slips on the ledge and she falls back. I caught her in my arms from behind. I didn't make it. She looks up at me, eyes still filled with tears. I carefully set her down on one of the steps. She hides her face in her palms. I failed the Dakin. Olivia chokes back a sob. I'm just a stupid fuck up. Fucking chair. And then continues to weep. I sit there and stare for a moment, trying to figure out what to do. I really haven't ever been in a situation like this. The poor girl is shaking. Whether it's from the cold or her situation, I don't know. Instinctively, I wrap my arm around her and pull her close to me. Did it again! Another hug! Olivia shifts her body accordingly, and we end up in an embrace. Her sobbing calms down to just occasional hiccups, and her body is no longer sapping the heat from me either. Sorry, Inko. Sorry for what? Everything. Being an asshole, being a failure, making you waste your time on me. I'm just awful. Don't say that. I love you. That's what I wanted to say. Now isn't the time. I'm your friend. You know that. I'm here for you in the same way you're here for me. Olivia breaks away from our hug. Her face is tear-stained, but she isn't crying anymore. She's looking down at her wheelchair. Do you have a spare at home? No. I stand up, look up to the stairs, towards the fountain, then back to Olivia. I can call Liz if you want. She can come pick us up after we're done. We can worry about the chair then. You're not a failure, Olivia. We're getting you to that fountain. I reach my hand down towards her. Olivia's confusion erodes into a soft smile as she stares at my hand and then back to me. I'm lower. Let me grab your shoulder. I've done this a few times before. I lean in closer and Olivia pivots as best she can. Once more, she uses her tail as an anchor, then in place of her legs. It's holding her up pretty well. Never considered it, but that tail must be pretty muscular. God damn it again! Hell yeah. Let's go. I want to make Ledakin proud. I climb up to the next step, planting my foot on solid ground. Olivia waits for me to stop before quickly moving her tail up to the next step as well. It's sort of like we're each one leg. Simple enough. It only now occurs to me how close we are right now. By close, I mean I'm practically cradling Olivia against my side. Up another step. Eventually, we finally make it to the top. I manage to shuffle to the fountain. You can just put me down right here. Alright. I gently lower Olivia down and place her on the lip of the fountain. There's just enough space for her to sit along the edge with one leg resting on top and the other hanging off. She looks into the still water in contemplation. My eyes follow hers, focusing in on the coins that have settled in on the bottom of the fountain, though hard to see through the opaque ice. I've stuffed my hands in my pockets for warmth, feeling the skin of my knuckles start to split already. My fingers trace over the quarters I usually use on our lunchtime drinks. Phew! A powerful sneeze draws me away from the meandering thoughts to see the gator girl quiver in the cold concrete seat. Damn it. Her jaw is clenched tight, baring her sharp teeth to the world. Her nostrils flare from each of her breaths, and hot air creating a puff of visible mist. Her eyes are filled to the brim with a fiery rage and salty tears. I want to break the silence between us. Ask for her thoughts. She's deep within them now, raging within her own mind, finally having the moment to process everything that's happened. In the end, it's Olivia that breaks the silence, with a single, quiet, disdain-filled curse. Damn it. Her eyes shut, keeping her tears from falling. Damn it. A hiss seeps through her lips. I made it. I finally made... But the thought goes unfinished. She lets her shoulders down and turns her gaze away from the spouting water, listlessly gazing toward the obscured afternoon sun that's just managing to peek through the clouds and snow-covered trees. Maybe she's imagining that's where he is now. But what now? I withdraw my hand from my pocket, holding it open for her to see the pocket change in my palm. Scanning over the water feature before us, I think back to all the times I wanted to do just this with someone else. How about we make a wish? Olivia's brow furrows as she glances off to the side. Her fingers grip her hoodie, and I watch as she considers my suggestion thoroughly. Sure. A wish sounds nice right now. I motion towards her. The gator girl holds her hand out to me, and I drop a quarter into her palm. On 3. I nod in reply. 1, 2, 3. I wish for it. Our twin coins flip in the air together. I watch as the coins spin skyward, crashing through the falling snowflakes. At their apex, the coins seem to pause, just to briefly touch one another. With a synchronized, both of the quarters hit the water together. Leaning forward, I see that the coins even landed on the same side. Heads. Wonder if that'll double our chance of making our wishes come true or something. I let out a huff of amusement from Olivia's comment. Though the more I think about it, the more I hope it does. We stay there, looking at the fountain together in silence. For a moment, it feels as though time has stopped around us. It's just me and Olivia experiencing the moment together. It almost makes me forget what had just transpired, what we were dealing with, what kind of future the two of us were looking at. For this moment, though, none of those dreadful thoughts mattered. What matters right now is finding a small bit of peace, of solace. A little bit of calm before the storm that was inevitably coming. A harsh wind chill finally brings Olivia and I out of our thoughts. Hey, I'm sorry for being super distant earlier. You don't have to apologize for that, Olivia. Everyone goes through these sorts of things differently. I know, but I just feel bad. I know I'm not the only one who's sad that Ladakin is gone, but her pause makes me stop and turn around to face her. I can see it in her face that she's trying to form the right words. Ladakin was the first person who I felt was a role model for me. He didn't just believe in me. He made me believe in myself. Not just for my art, but being able to succeed in general. I knew that Ladakin meant a lot to her, but I never realized that he meant that much to her. More than anything, he actually cared about me, about my thoughts and my dreams. I felt Olivia's lips trembled as she struggles to voice the thought. Normal. God, I probably sound so stupid saying that. I shake my head in disagreement. You don't. Mr. Ladakin was important to me as well. It's okay, Olivia. I know how you feel. He gave me some of the best advice I've ever gotten from anyone. He encouraged me to follow my dreams, like you. I wish I had met him sooner. There's a moment of silence between us, the air filled with a mix of symptomatic emotions. A shared sadness of the passing of someone who made an impact in both our lives, but a sense of thankfulness that he graced our lives. Guess we both got our issues, huh? Yeah, I guess so. A fresh air of breezy ice air sends a shudder down my spine. So what should we do now? I pat off the growing pile of snow off my shoulders and head. Let's see. I look at my phone. School's ending in 10 minutes. I want to just chill here until then? No pun intended. Sure. I look around, noticing a tiny bench for two nestled against a tree. Gator Girl must have noticed, as she's already holding her arms out for me. I recall something. A certain pair of raptors. I kneel down, facing away from Olivia. I can feel the icy flakes melt off of me as Olivia leans against me again. Her powerful arms wrap around my shoulders, clawed fingers digging into my jacket. My fingers lock together to form a makeshift seat for her behind me. With my passenger secured, I make a beeline for the bench, lest I get caught up in what I feel pressing into my back. She lets herself drop onto the bench, uncaring for her landing. Taking a page from the book of Olivia, I also drop uncaringly next to her, just glad to have some shelter from the increasing snowfall. So here we are. Mission accomplished for Olivia. Now what? My curiosity compels me to ask Olivia something. Oh man, I'm loving it. But I'm loving it. But I think this is as good a place as any to give us a little bit of pause from Wanna Hug That Gator, because I could play this all day. The only thing that has stopped me from being able to stream this entire game is just the sake of lack of time. And I want to set some time aside still for us to still play some other games together. So if anyone's ready for anything, we're gonna be putting a pause on this for now. But oh god, I know, like every we're in so many moments right now where it's like, okay, this might be a good spot. This might be a good spot. Oh, he's playing Zenless Zero now. Damn it. Well, if you're in Zenless, I could continue a little bit longer. Unless anyone else is ready to join. I'm thinking maybe if anyone wants to join for either Golf with Friends, some headliners, some repo, peak possibly. I'm up for a lot of suggestions. I think I'm going to go to repo for now, possibly, just to... that's totally up to you, Strider. Whatever you want to join for. Yeah, I think I'm going to go... I think I want to go to repo a little bit, just... Or... No. Wait. I don't know. I want to get better at repo. I know that. I'm so cross. I'm so cross between repo or headliners right now. I don't know. But first, let's save. Wrap this up for now. So for everyone so far, thank you for tuning in as much as you have currently. I will hope to continue Hug This Gator again very soon. At least that's the goal, ideally. So let's take a moment to put this on break for now. And here we are back at the fountain. Oh, I'm loving this game. Okay, now let's work on what we're going to be playing next.